Good evening, everyone. First off, I want to thank you all for coming, especially those of you who came from such long distances on short notice. For me, it's an absolute treat to see all the people that I've had the pleasure of working with through all these years. Now, as is tradition at this holiday party, I'd like to say a few words before we all leave. As many of you already know, I began my life's journey in the corporate hotel world. I received a great education, achieved my master's, and felt it in my gut that American business was calling my name. For the first few years, it was quite fulfilling as I slowly crept up the corporate ladder. But after a while, I found that my goals and aspirations were no longer in the picture. It hit me when I was walking into one of the hotels that I was in charge of as the regional manager of operations for the Mid-Atlantic region of our corporation. When I made these visits, I was always seen as someone to be feared and frequently was addressed as Sir. I remembered going behind the front desk at this hotel that I was visiting, and I noticed an email that had been left up that stated, quote, "This is a reminder that Colton Haney from corporate is coming by today, so you'd better be on your best behavior." While what I read came as no surprise, it was the first time that a message like this really hit me. On top of the fact that these people, who could probably not even pick me out of a lineup, were scared of me, what pained me more was the fact that I had absolutely no connection with any of them. Since my late teens, I said that hospitality management was in my blood because I loved interacting with people and that I could never imagine myself simply working behind a desk all day. But there I was, Colton Haney from corporate, who had never met the majority of the employees that worked for him and who worked behind a desk all day. In less than a week, I filed my resignation. Everyone in my office was astonished because who would give up a secure and high-paying job? My boss even told me that there was a promotion in the near future, and he hated to see me throw my life away for foolish reasons. For a while, these words echoed through my head, making me think that I'd made the wrong decision. For about a year, I was unable to find work that fit what I was looking for, causing money to become tight for me and my husband. But in that year, I had the fortune of coming across this little hole in the wall. I remember looking at it with a friend of mine who was a realtor. He asked me to look at it given my background in hospitality. As we walked through the 30-room property, my friend lamented that the place was an absolute dump and that he had no hopes of anyone buying it. I, on the other hand, was absolutely intrigued by it. For a while it was far out and hard to get to, with the closest major city being Charleston by a mere hour-and-a-half drive, there was some charm to this place that absolutely interested me. Before we left that building, my friend had a signed contract in hand. And that was how our little hotel was born. There's no denying that we had a rocky start. If you ask Rick and Carol, who were the first people I hired and are still here to this day, there were quite a few times I could be seen taking a break to go cursing through the guest room halls. You might be concerned that, I was disturbing, the guests that were there. But if you knew why I was mad in the first place, you would know that there were no guests to disturb. But even in these times of hardship, I was enjoying my life more than ever before. Since this place's beginning, I have made it clear to all of my employees that a sense of community and pride in where you work is the key to keeping this place going. Despite having grown substantially since our opening, these same principles still apply and will always apply. I will address you by name when I see you around, ask how your life is going, and be there for you 100%. And in return, I expect you not to call me sir, and see me not as a boss, but as a mentor and a friend. I clearly love this place, and I love you all. Never before had I felt that my life had so much purpose, which makes what I'm about to say so hard. At the first of the year, I will be stepping down as general manager. While I cherish this hotel and respective community with all of my heart, there is one thing that I do and must hold dear, and that is my family. In the 24 years that I've been here, I've had to make sacrifices that came at my family's expense. Having turned 61, I find myself wanting to be more involved in the lives of my loved ones. My first grandson was born only a few months ago, and I want to be there for him every step of the way, something which I feel I failed to do with my son and daughter. Also, the most important man of my life, my husband, has always been patient with me, and I don't want to have him be patient any longer. I need to give him back all the love and support he's given me through all these years. While I may be stepping down as general manager, don't think you're off the hook and I won't be popping in once in a while. Despite my resignation as GM, I will not be selling this place to a big hotel chain because I want to ensure that the principles that this place was built on are maintained until the day I die. I will be leaving my post to Rick and Carol, both whom probably know this place better than I do. Thank you both for everything that you've done for this hotel and for me. I could not have found people better fit to run this place than the two of you, and I have complete faith in your success. In closing, I want to thank you all for your hard work throughout my time here. You have all made these last 24 years absolutely unforgettable. You don't get named #1 hidden gem hotel in travel and leisure without hard-working, dedicated group of individuals like yourself. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and last but not least, thank you.